Hello everyone, this is Antigeron and I am back with Random Cast episode 48 if I haven't lost count. In this battle we're on Paddy Field. On the blue team we have the smart and cute Sanandatori. Pretty sure that's what the Google Translate said, something like that. And on the red team we have AZAD, I don't know, AZAD, probably what I'm going to go with. On blue we have a Dutch-German general deck, and on red we have US general. Got a little blue on blue action going on. Command M1 Abrams is always a good start. Ooh, got some helicopters coming out from blue, or from red rather. On blue we have maybe a very ground-based opener, makes sense for Dutch-German. Alright, there we go. Nope, don't 0.5, there we go. Alright, YP408, that's going to be the KCT. KTC, I can never remember the order of the letters. Anyway. Rolling 3, that's the wheeled one, yeah. I guess it makes sense for Dutch German because they really don't have anything else for wheels. Or for wheeled AA, but... bit of an odd... Doesn't really synergize well with this particular opening because this is all tracked stuff. Got the Natra taking a Stinger team by the looks of it. And they got a 2A1 NL and the 2A5 NL. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. So these guys are obviously going to be probably going in this area, maybe over there. You know, somewhere on this bottom part, just to keep an eye on things. Always a good idea to have recon down there. PH2 Tiger, Fairness Group is staying back. Looks like one CV start, FOB. Got the recon AMX13. I've talked about previously about how much I like this thing. So it looks like, since it's all tracked, I'm guessing the opener is going to be going. It probably will not have the speed to get into the buildings. Oh, sorry, I'm bumping my footrest. All right. Don't know how audible that was on the microphone. Anyway, I guess the other alternative may be trying to cut through Bravo into Charlie, which can be a viable strategy. Aside from that, yeah, point at the mortar. What's going here? Recon, a couple more twos, and a manpads team. So it looks like that's more just a holding force going into Alpha. So I'm thinking it's a golf push coming out from Sanandatori. As for AZAD, we got some base Bradleys. Okay, is that going to be Rifleman 75 or 90 in there? A DAP and an AH-1F Cobra with the ITOs. It's decent for the price, not like amazing, not horrible either. DAP's just a solid escort helicopter. Though against the Tiger's going to be at a disadvantage because they have the same missiles, same number of missiles. They both need to get 2 hits on each other, 2 hits to kill each other. Because, you know, same missiles, 5+5. Blackhawk's a little faster, I think. However, that's the Cobra. Oh, come on. Yeah, not a huge speed difference though. The thing is, though, Tiger has stealth and better optics. It's actually good stealth too, so. And exceptional optics. So it's going to see the DAP first, and if providing Sanandatori is paying attention, can maneuver thusly from there. And aside from that, Blackhawks with riflemen in them, down vetted. More Bradleys. It is one CV start from both players. Both players have FOBs. They have the Avengers for A. They're decent, you know, perfect stabilizers, fast moving towards the enemy helicopters, and hopefully they don't get rocketed before they get their missiles off. F-25 FSV, not particularly great. You're better off with just the recon version for the extra for 5 more points. It's not like the US has much else for the recon. US recon tab is, I know a lot of people say it's good. I find that maybe it's a bit on the more awkward side. Anyway, appears to be US Marines downloaded in the LVTPs. Alrighty, let's see how this goes. Looks like these guys are probably going to be more of a holding force in Bravo, and this is the main force probably going to cut into Golf, is my guess. A little bit of a slow start from our blue player here. Taking a little bit to get everything moving, but that's all moving now. That Tiger actually might be spotting this already, yep. Yep, looks like it might be vectoring in. Hard to say. It's also where the wheels on the roll-in 3 come in handy. It's going to run ahead of these guys, but it'll be in position to start engaging these guys faster. Yep, they're both engaging. Oh, that Blackhawk's going to have a bad day. Oh. Blackhawk goes down. Tiger did take a hit, but it's still in the fight. Oh, but the Cobra takes out the Roland. Looks like the Tiger's taking a little bit to get aligned. Oh, catches the infantry on the ground. Cobra's on the moves, taking hits. It's actually going to be trash. Light Rifleman. I forgot. Yeah, you can get Light Rifleman in the Blackhawks. That's, yeah. Oh, and those get the 50s are just going to chew that up. Tiger also blapped a couple of the Bradleys there. Yeah. Not a great start for our red player here. I'll just go as properly used. The PH2 Tiger can do a lot. You know, slowed the opener a bit, wiped out a lot of the infantry with the rockets, and then also blapped those 2 transports. Of course, if that Bradley isn't, yeah. Okay, now even cheap ATGMs like the TOW on this Bradley, even if they're not doing a lot themselves, they still have that psychological effect. But of course, once you swat and go, oh, it's just base toast, it's you still have to be careful. Like they have decent accuracy for not particularly good ATGM, so you do have to be aware of that. Oh, and a miss from the 2A5 NL. What's the accuracy? 82% accuracy. There we go. Now it gets a hit. Yeah, 2A1 NL. It's just a Leopard 2A1. Nothing special. The 2A4 NL is fun because it's a Leopard 2A4 with better ammo. No, it's a nice little niche, I find. Especially since I find the base like the German Leopard 2A4 to just be kind of underwhelming. Like, I don't know, 19 AP just at that price range is a little awkward. If it's 20, it'd be a lot better, but it is what it is. It's still perfectly usable as it is. Oh, no. Nature's made it all the way to Fox. Oh, yeah. Oh, M1A2. I don't know if that's necessarily the best purchase, but yeah, you gotta do something with the enemy super heavy. You can't just leave it as, especially in the open terrain like this. But I don't know. It's a very awkward opener from the red player. Got shut down. Nothing in Foxtrot, so yeah, Nature's and AMX just walked right in. Oh, got some Cav Scouts in the UH-1H. Nature's not engaging. They're not really up to the task of fighting an equal number of riflemen. Oh, but the 2A5's moving up. That will provide some support. Tiger's back on station. Needs to be cautious with that Avenger there. In a head-to-head fight, the M1A2 will beat the 2A5. It has, you know, 24 AP, same frontal armor. So, you know, do have to be careful. Especially if it catches him on the side. It's not, it's going to be front. Oh, and also, yep, Stu Trooper 95 in the YPR. I think the Abrams was spotted. That 2A5 is being very cautious. Oh, Nighthawk. That is not going to be spotted, though. And there's no AA. Oh, no, actually, rolling and a Gepard. Still going to get his bombs off, though. Yep, good hit. Abrams is engaging the Nature, which is not ideal necessarily because, whatchamacallit? If your Super Heavy is engaging infantry, it's possible for the enemy Super Heavy to get the drop on and get a shot in before your tank can, which can, you know, oftentimes make a difference. Okay, it's just the mortar farm base. That is the nice thing about 120mm mortars, is they do have that long range. Don't have to get them as close to the front. And they can cover, you know, more of the front at once. Anyway, yeah, these guys had a bad time. Base M1 Abrams. It's okay. Looks like it took a hit from something. I didn't see what hit it. Oh, maybe the Tiger got it. Not sure what that was firing at. Oh, needs to be careful. There are the Avengers there. As I said before, well, UH-1H flying in. And it's going to fly right over top of those guys. They won't do a lot of damage, but the Flak Panzer and the Roll might have something to say. Yep. Oh, some Huzarin coming out from our blue player. Ooh, a Wild Weasel. And the radar has been left off from these guys. Does Wild Weasel still have the ripple fire? Or is it still... It's... Yes. Gets one. Does it get two? It does, but I think, yeah, the K2S gets it. Not necessarily a great... Like, it got the AA, but once again, you only get, like, 2 of those Wild Weasels. And it's not like it cleared the way for a strike from something, so it's not exactly a great usage of that Wild Weasel. You know, yeah, getting kills is nice, but first of all, I don't think... how much is... Wild Weasel's 100, I think. And it killed about 100 points worth of units. But that's just like... Okay, so yeah, now that Nighthawk's coming out. So maybe... It's still a Stinger. A Stinger, it's not great, but what's that Nighthawk going for? Oh, it's gonna... Is that doing a blind bomb? Yeah, got the KCT. Oh, Abrams needs to fall back. Looks like he already took one hit. Oh, took another hit from the Tiger. This is why having AA is important. Oh, and another hit, but it's out of missiles. Didn't get the kill, but as that Abrams has shot this shit and it needs to withdraw. Oh, CV coming up from blue for hotel, presumably. Get that +2 taking. Yeah, so nothing really to stop the 2A5 NL from rolling over unless the blue player gets too aggressive and gets side shot by the rifleman. Which, you know, would be less than ideal. Oh, Abrams is unsuccessfully engaging a truck. That's funny. Nature without, well, really any type of militia without fire support, not going to be doing well against even basic line infantry. Yeah, I have the mortars coming down, but don't know if that's going to be enough. Oh, another F Cobra. And the Stinger's a little far back, and there's a Stinger there, though, so if that Cobra gets a little too aggressive, that's a good night for them. Or good night for the Cobra, rather. That Stinger's moving up. Yeah. Oh, yep, Stinger's firing. One hit. Can it get a second? Oh, nope, either lost line of sight or lost range. Ooh! Was that a side shot? Because this only has 20 frontal armor. Didn't see this take any hits, but 20 AP against 9 side armor would do a lot of damage. Oh, and the Stinger gets a kill, but now both super heavies are shot to shit and need to pull back. Yeah, because I didn't notice the 2A5 taking any other hits. So yeah, that must have been a side shot from the Ito. Oh, looks like the... No, it's actually just a fresh pair of Avengers. However, need to be careful with those. Don't want to... If they get misplaced, the AMX might be able to spot them. Might even be able to get shots on it. Its range isn't amazing. It's only the 19 kilometers. 1900 meters, or 1.9 kilometers. 19 kilometers, Jesus. Fucking artillery piece. Okay. Oh, I didn't even notice Marines are pushing up here. They are Marines 90, so they're not bad. They're not bad in a fight against infantry. They're just expensive. Oh, Zen Tiger needs to be careful. They're the Avengers creeping in, but I think they were spotted. So yeah, it's definitely redirecting. Anyway, Marines are pushing up. That's not great for the blue player, but they are taking up +2. Oh, but the red player has bought a CV for Charlie. So right now scores are going to be, or are 56-0. It's going to be 60 something by the time the CV unloads, most likely. Maybe even 70. Where is that CV going? Okay, now it's cutting in. I'm just trying to figure out where it's going. Gonna drop it off there, I guess. Oh, Tornado IDS doing a bombing run. Is it on the money? Doesn't look like it. Oh, Mark II almost gets whacked. That was a side shot. I would have one-shot it, but nope. Marines missed. Oh. But our red player is not unloading the Humvee. Okay, that's moving again. Right now it's 84-0, 86. Score's ticking up. You gotta do something. Gotta unload it. Oh, and another CV coming out for Foxtrot. It's gonna go for the +1. That's a risky move, but I guess red player is concerned about the point deficit being up, which is understandable, I suppose. And this is the M151 Ace-1 CP, so that means red player does have 3 cards of CVs, 2 high infantry and tanks for high survivability, and the cheap CV for, well, cheap and availability. It's fragile, but you get a lot of them per card. Oh, MX-13 trading fire with the M1 Abrams. Oh no, Abrams actually can't see it, probably. Ooh, that looked like a side shot. It's gonna get another hit. Nope, it's gonna miss. That looks like, yeah, oh, they pulled back. Right from the 90 going after the MX-13, or the AMX PRIs. Oh, Nighthawk, by looks of it, did a bombing run. Yeah, that's... Oh, Tornado IDS doing a bombing run. Looks like it's going to get those guys. Not very good deployment of those infantry from our blue player. Just kind of was just driving the transports right up and getting them destroyed, which is not ideally how you want to use them. Oh, I didn't point out Martyr VTS-1. It is a vehicle that is in the game. It's not great. Mostly just the rate of fire is terrible. Ooh, F-111, here we go. Vark, 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 Vark. I don't think I actually killed anything, just damaged and stunned. It's really not a good bomber, but you know what? F-111 Aardvark. Gotta love it. 2A5 is fixed up, and 1A2 is also been fixed. Oh, is that going to be a side shot? No, that was a very risky move from blue player there. And also very lucky that, yeah, the M2 missed. Smokes a little bit. Okay, red players finally unloaded their CV and Charlie. Scores are currently 146-2. But red player, AZAD, does have +1 now. Nope, Tornado IDS bombing those guys. Alright. Yeah, not exactly an ideal position for the red player in terms of map control, just because blue does have the foothold in Foxtrot and is just taking all of golf. Oh, but there's the Laro CO coming out for Alpha. I think maybe golf would have been a better choice to put it there, but also you don't have as many places to hide in golf, so yeah, just trade off. But regardless, it's going to get rid of AZAD's +1 and allow the Sanitary to maintain that lead. Yep, I think, yeah, another CV coming out. I think that's put into Foxtrot, so going for the counter cap. Oh, Tiger. Is there... Avengers don't have the range, and if they leave cover, they're going to get shot. Or shot at, rather. Oh, Larotoad 2's about to just get destroyed. Yeah, one of the Avengers goes down. Oh, but there's still a second Avenger. Yep, Tigers needs to disengage. It's also out of HOTS, but it took, you know, half of the HP off of that Abrams, so once again, it's not going to be useful for anything. Okay, CH-47 Chinooks. With Delta in them by the looks of it. Very interesting infantry tab from the red player. No cheap infantry. So you have Delta on the Chinooks, Marines in the LV, and the LVTs. Not LVT, oh, yeah. Not LVT, oh. LVTP, that's what they're calling it. I completely blanked on the name. And then you have... whatchamacallem? The Riflemen, or Light Riflemen in the Blackhawks. And then you have Rifleman 90 in the M2. So what's the fourth card? Huh. Anyway, doesn't really matter. It's just, yeah, very awkward deck so far. Haven't seen any M113s. Tornado's bombing. Did it take a hit? No, it did not. Oh. Almost gets both the Avenger and the M151. Okay. Chinooks are just eating some stingers. It crashes on the AMX and kills it. Oh. I was hoping he's going to crash onto the 285 and like damage it or panic it a bit. Also would have been funny if it hit like Man-Caddies. That would have been pretty funny. Anyway, with the counter cap on Foxtrot, Senatorial is taking it +1 again. Scores are 162 to 14. Oh, and I need to take a drink of water. Delta Force just walking across the open. Leopard for Kenning's engaging. Where is he just kind of chilling there? Okay, Martyr 2 is engaging Blackhawks along with the AA. Oh. E and F Aardvark, okay, and Nighthawk. Okay, one goes down. Oh, Nighthawk eats one missile. Oh, OCU and KWS. Oh, Nighthawk goes down at the last second. I think some infantry died. The Verkenning died. Not really sure what else was achieved by that run. Aside from losing one of the Aardvarks. I don't know if the other one escaped because his two zoomed in. And also the Nighthawk, you know, that's not a very good trade for the red player. Oh. Hit one cough. Yeah, and those guys all got chewed out in the open. Oh, and another E Aardvark. Stinger might get a hit. It's only a base stinger, so its accuracy's not great. Oh, did get a hit. Did not kill anything, though. At least doesn't think it did. Oh, actually, it looks like it got one of them. Everybody else is stunned. Or rather, got one of the AMX and almost got the squad inside. Oh, D. Is that exceptional? No, it's only very good. That's... You have so many better options for recon in the US tab. M1A2 is moving up as that's detected. No, it is not. Oh yeah, these guys just have to run away now. Turn into IDS coming in. Not sure what it's going for. It's going for nothing. I bet that was right-clicked on like the mud or something. Or maybe one of these guys. Anyway, oh, there you go. Coming around. And missed. What's happening here? These guys just getting mortared by the looks of it. Blue player outran his AA, so yeah. Cobra's just kind of taking pot shots at him now. But the infantry's made it over. Stinger's moving up. 285's a little far back, but it makes sense. Keeping it safe for the time being. Oh, Gepard coming out as well. Oh, and PH2 Tiger's on the scene. There's also the M163 CS. It's not an AA unit. Like, it's Rage Against Helicopters and Planes is not very good. But it's, you know, more of an anti-infantry thing. It's the vehicle tab one. Has, you know, infinite salvo length. But it got blocked by the Tiger took a shot, and the 2A1 might have also taken a shot. Oh, Aardvark back out. No AA. No plane on cap either. Or if it was on cap, it's way too far back. Looks like, yeah, it's just called out. Oh, Tiger is engaging. Oh, that's also being engaged, and it's out of ATGM, so it needs to fall back. Okay, we're just catching these guys out in the open. Well, it looks like the 2A1 went down. Let's see what got it. Possibly the Abrams. Tornado IDS. Nope, 2A5 moving up. Oh, Abrams got stunned. Okay, still just a KWS circling. 2A5 does not have line of sight on it though. Between like all like the fire and the forest, just can't see it. There is smoke, but it's not. Yeah, this is not being directly smoked off by anything or from anything. It is continuing to withdraw. And yeah, these natures are being cleaned up. Marine's still just chilling there. I didn't point out, but yeah, since Foxtrot and Golf are both captured now by Blue, Sanatory is taking at +3. It's 338 conquest points to 14. Not ideal for the red player. Oh, what got shot up there? Oh no, I get hard. Ooh, an escort. There you go. It's just gonna just fly around there and look intimidating until it flies within range of the Avenger. It's medium optics on this guy, right? Yeah. Oh, and it's hovering. Low hover. Gets a mutual kill on the Avenger because of the near instant aim time that helicopters get. Oh, OCU circling. That's the Maverick one. Is it up-vetted? Nope, down-vetted. Oh, Aardvark's back out. Misses because, you know, down-vetted. Still doing a lot of damage with the gun, though. Like, because you can get these guys on Elite if you outvet it, but you only get one per card then. And it actually can do, can be dangerous with the 2 AMRAAMs on Elite. Not like the most dangerous plane out there, but you know, don't want to underestimate it. Ooh, a second M1A2. And the TOW2 is still out there. Oh, but he moved it, so it, you know, this one went a little squirrely. Okay. MX-13 just shooting some things undetected because the M1A2 doesn't have any direct line of sight. Okay, it's being spotted by the dismounted infantry. I think, yeah, the M2 Bradley has poor optics, even though I think it technically, I'm pretty sure it had a thermal imager, so it should technically qualify for medium, but whatever. Ooh, there you go, Milan 2. Tornado IDS bombing these guys out in the open by the looks of it. No AA, so the escort is going to have free reign to do some damage. If it gets in close on the side with the autocannon, it can do a lot of damage to that Abrams. Wow. Oh. Critical incendiary, and it goes down to the PVADs. I like how that one's just like watching all this happening. I think that M1A2 is just watching this happening. It's just like, that's rough. Oh, flying over the infantry though. Could be dangerous. Oh, cannon cleans up the Bradleys, but the M1A2 has 2 machine guns, so it's going to be dangerous for that escort to get in close. And this PVAD's moving up. What's the stabs in those like? No, they don't even have stabs. Oh, but if we within range of those PVADs. But it still did a good bit of damage to that M1A2. Oh, and then the PH2 Tiger flies in. Ooh, MX-13 misses the side shot on the Abrams by the looks of it. F Cobra moving up. Still that Abrams there. Ooh, and it gets the kill on the Milan too. Wow, that's a one shot. Must not have been in the forest. Yeah, it doesn't have any recon nearby, so yeah, that Milan team must have been a little just in front of the forest, not in it. CV back into Foxtrot, so Blue is back to only taking it +1. Tiger takes out the, whatchamacallit, Cobra. Puts a hit into the Abrams, another hit. Ooh, side shot. Yeah, the Abrams is just reversing, or just moving right back to the FOB. PVAD's just there now. Oh, engaging the Tiger. It's stunned. Oh, but it's the range, just out of range. Oh, there you go, Tornado IDS, but nah, it's gonna get shredded. I got 2 of them, but yeah, flying into the teeth of 4, you know, mid-level spegs is not good for you. And that's game. Sanatori was victorious with 500 conquest points to AZAD's 14. Boo had 2,120 kills, AZAD had 1,565. How do I want to characterize that battle? I don't know. Both players are kind of passive a little with their super heavies to a certain degree. Like both of them were, would use them against, as fire support. But yeah, both were very hesitant to directly engage with the other super heavy, which makes sense. Like, fighting a super heavy with another super heavy is always a risky proposition. I just realized, red player, AZAD, did not have a mortar at all that I noticed. Which, especially when you're running a super heavy, you need a mortar to go with that. Also from Red Player, yeah, like I said, the opener wasn't very good. Very awkward deck composition by the looks of it. 2 Heliborn infantry options in a general deck is not ideal, because the problem with helicopter-based infantry is that outside of the opener, they're actually really annoying to deploy and use, because first of all, you have the additional expense of the helicopter, and then on top of that, you have to drop them off a decent bit behind the front line, otherwise, they're going to get whacked by AA. They're not like, wheeled or tracked infantry where you can just drive them right up and then unload. What else? Didn't notice any supply trucks from the Red Player either. Also, it could just be that they never had a need to resupply, really, so they just never called them out. And I guess they're close enough to their fob that, yeah, they would just drive their super heavy back to it. Did that a couple times. So, I don't know. I'd have to look at their deck to know their exact composition. Interesting deck choices, like having the vehicle tab left 25 and having that unarmed, very good optics recon Jeep in their deck. Also, yeah, using light riflemen, using light riflemen does make sense in some circumstances. Like, they're not useless. Also, having Cav Scouts, which once again, not useless, just not great either. From the blue player, A maybe could have been a little bit better position, like, especially when they left the AA on and, Wild Weasel came in and whacked him. Like the Shrike is not exactly not a great anti-radiation missile, but when the plane fires 2 of them off at once at one target, you get decent probability of a kill there. Aside from that, decent mortar usage from blue. There's smoking. The smoke maybe wasn't the best place, and maybe, the blue player was maybe a little bit reckless, not attentive enough with their super heavy, and almost lost it a couple times, but it worked out in the end, I guess. Bit of luck involved there. What else? Air. Been going back to air. Red player, not very good airplane usage. A lot of sending planes out against not particularly high value targets. Sending the seed plane out just by itself to try and snipe AA and losing it. Yeah, sure, it got a couple AA pieces, and which freed up the airspace, or the got rid of the AA that could potentially threaten the Nighthawk. But it's just, when it's separated like that, it's just not always a good idea, especially when you lose it in the process. And that's the thing, like, trading a seed plane for a couple of, not particularly expensive AE pieces is just not a good trade on the availability wise, because you get a maybe not a huge number of rolling 3s, but you get a decent number of base Gepards. So it's like, you don't want to be trading 1 for 1. Then yeah, using the Aardvarks is just, they're not, like, as much as I love the Aardvark as a plane, the F-111E and F-111F just aren't very good bombers. Mostly because, well, first of all, the F-111F is the cluster bomber, and, well, cluster bombers just aren't, most of them aren't very good. Like, if I recall correctly, the Aardvark's not the worst cluster bomber. Where are you? F111F. That's 12 of them. So, like, if it hits, like, you can do some damage with it. If I recall correctly, the pattern on it's a bit, not very consistent. Same with the F111E. Like, the bombs are small, You want, like, honestly, like 500 kilogram bombs are kind of where you want to be at. That's, you know. And also the drop pattern, as you saw during the battle, is not very good. It's very narrow and random. But anyway. What else? So just awkward deck choices from red player combined with just maybe not the best decision making and a very scuffed opener. It's not that you can't do a Hilo opener with US, it's just you need a bit more than that. And what else? Yeah, like there's some maybe some lacking micro from both players, but yeah, note pointing out for blue player Senator is just, yes, I get it. You know, Natra hitting the AMX PRI very cheap. You know, they're like, it's a 10-point combo or whatever. But if you still don't want to just throw them away like what they were doing, like literally just drive them up right to the edge of the forest without unloading, and they're just getting whacked by AT4s, so it's a bit of a waste. You know, definitely could have gone a bit more by unloading them a bit sooner and letting them walk in. That way, you know, the Nature can engage first, and then once the riflemen are engaged by the infantry, then the AMXs can start using their 50s. And also, sometimes the tanks and other IFEs weren't positioned well to provide fire support, but eventually they were better positioned. Anything else I want to say? Yeah, having the Stinger team, definitely an interesting choice. Like, usually I'd say, like in a general deck, you don't want to have a man-pad team. I think maybe this, but, you know, the Stinger's definitely, like, they did some work for Senatori. Like, I don't say don't take man-pad team, you know, as a general, you don't want to take man-pad teams in general decks, not because they're bad. You know, they're quite good. At least, you know, once you get to like the 15, 20 point ones, you know, they're quite good. It's just, you know, you don't necessarily have the space in that tab to afford, you know, a more niche card, like a card of man-pads. You know, they're more situational than like an ATGM team. And don't have the general utility of, you know, infantry and whatnot. But hey, but here's the thing. If it works for you, it works for you. You know, you don't have to build the absolute single most meta deck ever. Like, you don't have to. You know, what works for you works for you. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna ramble on. So I should probably end it here. I'm Xander, and this was Random Cast episode 48. Pretty sure it's 48. You guys take care. Catch you guys in the next video. And meanwhile, take care and have a lovely day. See, I can say it in the right order. Don't mind me. Goodbye.